So when I was a young Gen Xer, I felt like there was nothing in movies or TV that really captured the people that I hung out with, my generation, Generation X, until Slacker came out. That was the first time I saw on the screen characters that really looked like my friends and talked like my friends and captured the whole vibe of my generation from my point of view. Slacker is shot as a lot of short vignettes, but each vignette connects to the next one so that it appears as though you're just tracking through the entire length of the movie in one continuous series of moments. The characters sometimes go from scene to scene, just one character might continue on, but there's no overall plot. For me, it really captured the way that my friends talked, the way that people thought at the time, the breakdown of standard structure, and the idea that we had to kind of invent world and culture brand new, starting with us. So this was capturing a brief moment in pop culture where my generation actually was the focus of some media attention. There were a series of films in this era. I think Slacker was the first major one, but there were films like Rushmore, films like Reality Bites, and even something like Before Sunrise, which captured my sense of romance at the time. But then fairly quickly, our moment disappeared, and we kind of disappeared from the culture as well, because almost no one talks about Generation X anymore. Although I was really happy to see myself and my friends' type of personality and sensibility depicted in film at the time, I'm now kind of relieved that no one really talks about Generation X. I think we are happy to be ignored by most people. It's kind of funny how people will talk about boomers, millennials, and Gen Z as though we don't exist at all, and I think most Generation Xers kind of like that. But the era that we are in today, and basically the way that people are, the sense of economic insecurity, the sense of changing jobs constantly, not really having a through-line career for your entire life, all of those things are characteristic of my generation. We also were the ones who came up with Google and I think pioneered the internet as we know it today. I think our generation was the first to have video games at home, for instance. It was the first generation to be able to change what's on the screen. For boomers and prior generations, what was on the screen was just something that you passively consumed. But starting with Gen X, we had the sense that we could change